Hello, Shareability online class. Welcome to yet this another episode. In our primary 7 science self-study lesson today, we shall be looking at body systems as the topic, and we shall be discussing the subtopic, the respiratory systems, and we shall be specifically discussing the main respiratory organ in our bodies, the human body. The lungs are the main or major respiratory organ in the body, the human body. However, let us begin by understanding what respiration is. Respiration is the process by which the body uses oxygen to burn down food to produce energy, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. Respiration takes place in the body cells. Types of respiration: we have two major types of respiration. We have aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is one which uses oxygen, and then anaerobic respiration is one which does not use oxygen. Differences between breathing and respiration. Breathing is the taking in of air rich in oxygen and taking out of air with more carbon dioxide. Respiration is a biochemical process where oxygen is introduced into the blood system and carbon dioxide is expelled from the body. The diagram illustrates the internal structure of the lungs. You can pause the video and look at those internal parts of our lungs. Organs of respiration and their functions. We have what we call the epiglottis. The epiglottis is a flap which protects the opening of the trachea during swallowing of food. When swallowing food, that flap closes the trachea so that food does not go into the trachea and cause choking or eventually death. Then we have what we call the nose. The nose is the air passage into the trachea, is the duct through which air is inhaled or is inducted from the atmosphere into our lungs. It contains cilia and mucus which help to trap germs and that which may enter the nose. In the nose, air is cleaned, warmed, and moistened. It is not advisable to breathe through the mouth simply because the mouth has no cilia which may help to trap dust and germs, and the air will not be warmed, so it can chill or make the lungs very cold. This is how the epiglottis looks like. That flap where the arrow below, the down arrow points to, that black down arrow on which it points is the flap, which we call scientifically the epiglottis. Then we have what we call the trachea, also called the windpipe. It is a passage of air down the lungs. The trachea contains tiny cilia for trapping dirt and germs. The trachea is made up of cartilage rings to keep it open. It divides into the bronchi, which continues to divide into bronchioles and end up into the air sacs or alveoli. The lungs are both excretory and respiratory organs. Remember, there's a video about excretory organs or excretory systems. This is because it is both excretory and respiratory organs, simply because it is used in respiration and also putting out waste products. The lungs excrete carbon dioxide from the body, which is a waste product of respiration. It is in the lungs where gaseous exchange takes place in the body. However, in the lungs, gaseous exchange takes place specifically in the air sacs or alveoli. Adaptations of sacs or alveoli to their function. They are thin-walled to allow gases diffuse through easily. They are surrounded by a network of blood capillaries which supply them with blood. Composition of air breathed in and out. We have type of air: inspired air and expired air. Oxygen when inspired is 20% and expired is only 16%. So it is the 5% that is breathed in. Then carbon dioxide inspired is 0.03% and expired is 4%. Nitrogen inspired is 78% and then expired is still 78%. Water vapor, the percentage is not indicated, and then rare gases is 0.97% and expired is still 0.97%. That means the rare gases the percentage of the rare gases that we take in is the same percentage of the rare gases that we take out. That means the rare gases and nitrogen are useless to the body. So once we take them in, the body makes sure it expels them out immediately at that exact percentage, the exact amount that it has been taken in. Then adaptations of air sacs and alveoli to their function, that this must be a repetition. We have already discussed that slide. Then explanation: 21% of oxygen is breathed in, but only 16% is breathed out because most of it is used by various body reactions. And then 0.03 of carbon dioxide is breathed in and only 4% is expired because more of it is produced by various reactions like respiration. Then 78% of nitrogen is inspired and still 78% is expired because no body reaction needs nitrogen to occur. Then less water is inspired but more is expired because more water vapor is produced by different body organs in the body. Then 0.97% rare gases is inspired and then 0.97 expired because no body reaction is required to occur. Mechanism of breathing or expiration and inspiration. Inspiration, the volume of the chest and lungs increases. The diaphragm and the intercostal muscles contract. It is contract, not contact. The ribs go up and outwards. The lungs expand, the stomach enlarge and swells. Then in expiration or during passing out of air, the volume of the chest and lungs decrease. The ribs go downwards and inwards. The diaphragm and intercostal muscles relax. The lungs and the stomach go to their original size. We have what we call the pleural membranes. The lungs are covered by the pleural membranes, which secrete fluid called pleural fluid. This fluid lubricates and reduces friction between the lungs and the ribs. The ribs are held together in position by intercostal muscles. Diseases and disorders of the respiratory system include the disorders include hiccups, sneezing, choking, yawning, and coughing. Whereas the diseases include tuberculosis, which is a communicable disease. That means it can be transferred from one person to another. Influenza, diphtheria, whooping cough, and pneumonia. Then the non-communicable diseases or diseases that cannot be transferred from one infected person to another are emphysema, lung cancer, asthma, and bronchitis. How do we care for our respiratory systems? By eating a balanced diet, performing regular exercises, eating meals containing low animal fats, and avoiding smoking. Advantages of regular body exercises include the heart muscles grow stronger and larger. The heart delivers more blood to the body muscles. They reduce the level of fats in the body, which may cause diabetes. The risk of high blood pressure and heart diseases is reduced. Ligaments and tendons become stronger and reduce chances of injury. Joints become flexible and weight is lost. Thank you for watching the video. God bless you.